Alright, now I know most people watching this video are under the age of 21, so this won't be, we're going to talk about consuming alcohol, so this won't be pertinent to you. However, I have heard that there are students out there who decide to drink, and maybe you have friends like this, and so this video is really for you to share this information with your friends, so therefore you don't have to worry about I know it's not for you, and so you wouldn't be watching this. But but tell those friends to to join our site and take a look at this information. But let's just talk about alcohol and gaining weight. And simple matter of fact is alcohol has a lot of calories, and it will cause you to put on the pounds. It's just there's a number of reasons for it. I'll go through a couple of them right here. Number one is drinking makes you drink more. It's just kind of how it goes. One beer may not have a lot more calories than a can of soda. However, when's the last time you drank or that anybody drinks one beer? So you can drink one can of soda and be done. But with beer, people typically drink 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, and drinking lowers your tolerance to making good decisions, or stops you from making good decisions. So so therefore you tend to drink more than just one beer or one glass of wine or something like that. Number two, a lesser known fact about alcohol is alcohol slows down your metabolism of fats and other things in your body. Alcohol, it's kind of, if you kind of look at your body as it metabolizes, the first thing it goes after is sugar. So simple sugar and then complex sugar, then it breaks down to simple sugar. So that's the first thing that it goes after. After sugar, it will then go after either fats or muscle or proteins. It goes after those two things. That's kind of like the order. That's why when someone goes on a marathon run, they'll carb load. They'll put up they'll eat a lot of carbs. They'll eat a lot of sugar or pasta or complex sugar, so it has to be broken down during their run, so that it doesn't start eating away at their muscle tone and their fats and their other stored energy. So that's just how it works out. So what will happen is when you drink alcohol, though, alcohol breaks down into something called acetone or acetate or acetate. I don't really know particularly how to say it. I'm not a chemist. However, it breaks down to acetate and also breaks down to fat. And so the alcohol gets stored, so part of it gets stored as fat, but the acetate gets in the alcohol gets burned first. It goes even before sugar. So your body wants to get rid of the alcohol in your system, so it'll go and it will burn that even before it starts burning sugar and carbohydrates, and then it will get to your muscles and fat. So if you're drinking a lot, it'll slow down your breaking. So you might drink, and I'm going to talk about this in a minute. You might go drinking and then go to the gym. Okay, obviously you don't go. Most people don't drink and then go straight to the gym. But if you're drinking, late at night, and then in the morning you're like, oh, I'm going to wake up. It's Sunday. I'm going to go to the gym. Well, what's happening is if you haven't burned off that alcohol in your system yet while you sleep, and metabolism isn't very high when you sleep. When you go to the gym, you're going to be burning alcohol before you start burning the other things that you want to burn, so you can start losing weight. So you're almost wasting your time at the gym because you're taking in the alcohol. So number three, another point, alcohol often accompanies irresponsible eating. Drinking usually means that you're partying, or you're out, or you're with your family, or it means you're out doing something. And if you're partying, it's very easy to eat snacks and fried food and say, I want to go to the diner, or let's go. At Rutgers, we had the grease trucks, okay, and we'd have Fat Cats, which was double cheeseburgers on a hero roll with the fries in there, lettuce, tomato, and everything, and it was all big hero. And everybody would go and eat Fat Cats. And normally people wouldn't eat a Fat Cat during the day, but after drinking, it was like the best thing in the world to go eat. It was like 1,000,000 calories. And so, studies have shown that people eat more on average when they are drinking or when they have alcohol with their meals. And so at restaurants, they know if you're drinking, you're more likely to order something else in the menu, or to get something else brought to you, or to order desserts just because alcohol is present. So it's another reason why you gain a little weight when you're drinking a lot. And the fourth one is alcohol is very calorie rich. A calorie is a measurement of heat. So when we say we're burning calories. So when you metabolize a molecule, it breaks down and it gives off heat, and that's how they measure how much energy it takes, or how much energy is inside of a molecule of something. So it's about the heat given off. So if a certain amount of heat's given off, then they know what you're burning, or how much energy it takes to, or how much you've burned of that molecule. And so alcohol is about 7 calories per gram. So every gram of alcohol, when it burns down, it takes about 7 calories to break down an alcohol molecule. So simple carbohydrates and proteins are typically about 4 calories per gram, and fats are 9 calories per gram. So if you want to calculate how many calories you're drinking or how many calories you're intaking when you drink, I'll give you a breakdown. So a 12 ounces of beer, all right, which will fit in like a cup like this. You might have seen these cups before. I heard people use them, got a little water there, for playing particular games. Okay, so this is a 16-ounce cup. So a beer is about, a typical standard beer, glass bottle beer is about 12 ounces. So a whole beer will fit in this cup, and at certain parties they'll pour, instead of having a glass bottle around where, if a fight breaks out or something, don't want people having glass bottles, so they give the cups, and you just pour the whole beer in a cup and it will go. So this is about 12 ounces. A beer is typically anywhere between 4 to 6 percent alcohol. That's the amount of content in a 12-ounce bottle. All right. Now, a standard drink. So I would consider that a standard drink. A standard drink is about 13.7 grams of pure alcohol. All right. So a 12-ounce beer at 4 to 6% is going to be around 13 grams of alcohol in that drink. Obviously, 6 a little bit more, 4 a little bit less. Right. A 5-ounce glass of wine. All right. So this is a 10-ounce. This is a 10-ounce wine glass here. I think it's actually 11 ounce or 10 and a half or something like that. So this is about 5 ounces of wine. Wine is typically anywhere from 12 to 17% alcohol. All right. So there's a Pinot Grigio. All right. So popular. This is you can't see it, but this is 12%. If you have a white Zinfandel is about 17%, which is a lot more. So 5 ounces. Let me show you how fast this goes. There you go. So you're talking about 13.7 grams of pure alcohol that I just drank right there. Actually, I didn't drink that much because that was not wine. That was pomegranate blueberry. It's a very tasty drink that I drink. I don't drink wine. So I don't really drink alcohol at all. But that's how fast it goes, like that, just to show you how fast that is. So a 1.5 ounce shot. So here's a shot. This is I got this from Prague, one of my shot glasses. I like shot glasses. I don't really drink shots, but I like shot glasses. So a typical shot is about 1.5 ounces. So if you're having like something like Goldschlager, this is 43% alcohol. Okay, so almost half. Typically gins, rums, vodkas, whiskeys, all those types of things are typically around. You can look at the proof. If something, a proof is on a bottle, most times it just says percent alcohol, but sometimes it'll say like 80 proof. If you see something that says proof, you divide it in half, it tells you the alcohol content. So if it's 80 proof, it's 40% alcohol. So if I had one shot of that, that would be equivalent to one of these as far as alcohol content, or that glass that I just emptied out. And all about 13.7 grams of alcohol that I just drank in any of those 3 containers. So so he's like, okay, 13.7 grams. Well, but remember, it takes 7 calories to burn a gram of alcohol. So if you're drinking a bottle, if you're drinking a cup of beer, all right, so you're talking that's 90. So you take 7, you times it by 13.7, and you're talking about 96 calories, so almost 100 calories, depending on the type of beer, maybe even a little bit more, that you're drinking in 1 cup of beer. Now, again, who goes out and drinks 1 cup of beer, right? Hopefully, if you're the driver or something, maybe you drink 1 cup and you don't drink anything after that. But you have 3 of these cups. You're talking about 290 to 320 calories that you drank in 3 beers. All right, that's a lot of work. I went to the gym earlier today, and it took me 20 minutes on the stepper to burn 260 calories on the machine. So if I was drinking, if I had drank 3 beers right before I got on the stepper, which would be ridiculous, but that entire workout would have been wasted just burning off the alcohol. It wouldn't have affected my body, other than my body's like, I got to get rid of this alcohol, I got to get this out of the system, and that's what it would burn first. So that's a lot of work just to burn off 3 beers, 3 little cups. So if you're more sophisticated and you're drinking that wine, You know, I said like the Pinot Grigio, it's 12% alcohol, so that 5 ounces, that's it. Okay. So by the way, White Zinfandel, you'd have to work off a little bit more. So you know, again, 2 or 3 glasses of wine. This is a small little glass. You know, sometimes you'll see big, huge wine glasses that are 16, 22-ounce wine glasses. So there you go. You know, again, every shot. Hey, let's do shots. All right, you do 3 of those shots. You know, be sure to work out a lot. Okay, and these are just those drinking that much. But I just drink 3 of these, or or a shot of this. Or a couple of 2 or 3 shots of this is not going to, most people, that's not going to get you drunk. When you see someone that's like drunk, understand they drink a lot more than that. So, so the point of this is not to say, don't drink or whatever, but I want you to realize that's a lot of calories to burn off, if you're out drinking. And some people, by the way, they go out Thursday night. A lot of people go out on Thursday night to college, to drink. Friday night they go out. Saturday night they're out. If there's a football game or basketball game, they drink before the game, pre-game. They're out in the parking lot drinking beforehand. Then you have Sunday night football, people are drinking there. Monday night football, people are drinking there. And so if you're drinking almost every day, Thursday through Sunday, okay, or even just 3 of those days, again, we're talking about weight gain. We're talking about the freshman 15. You're going to be gaining weight, and even if you're exercising on a daily basis, it might even get you more frustrated. It's like I'm exercising, I'm working out, I get up every morning and go run or whatever it is you do, and I don't seem to be losing weight. I'm still gaining weight. Well, these things are the reason why that happens. So you can collect the shot glasses, just don't drink a lot out of them. All right. So, or at least be very moderate. If you're going to make the choice to drink, but understand that that's a lot of calories.